This is Apple Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. (1910) began the Great Migration of black families in the South, moving north looking for a job. The Gibsons came to Pittsburgh in 1923. Josh Gibson found a job. Hello, everybody. This is Apple Brian and Apple Baseball Classics, bringing to you Game 35 of the King of the Hill tournament. Today we have the current Kings of the Hill, the 1934 Philadelphia Stars in Philadelphia, hosting the 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords and Josh Gibson. Here's the starting lineups for the Pittsburgh Crawfords. They're going to lead off with Cool Papa Bell, Sam Bankhead, Pat Patterson, Josh Gibson, Curtis Popeye Harris, Judy Johnson, Oscar Charleston, Chester Williams, and their pitcher is, we're at the fourth spot in the pitching rotation. That's Bertram Buffalo Hunter. He's a grade D-Y pitcher. Starting for the Philadelphia Stars in 1934, Jake Stevens, Jake Dunn, Judd Wilson, Channing White, Mickey Casey, Pete Washington, Dewey Creasy, Dick Say, and Lefty Holmes. He is a grade A pitcher. XY strikeout modifiers and a W control modifier. I've got the window open. It's like 77 degrees today. But if all we're going to hear is sirens in the backgrounds, I better close the window. Timeout. You can close that window. Okay, that should kill some of the background noise. Today we're just going to roll one dice. We're using basic APA. Philadelphia Stars are, fielding column 1, and the Pittsburgh Crawfords are also fielding column 1. Lefty Holmes takes his place on the mound, and we're ready to begin. First pitch of the game is a 5-6 to Cool Papa Bell. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cool Papa starts off the game not on base. There is Sam Bankhead, 5-6. That is a 34. And Holmes has the Y strikeout modifier. That's a strikeout for Sam Bankhead, caught looking. Holmes has U-turn the first two Pittsburgh Crawfords. Back to the dugout. 6-2 roll for Pat Patterson is a base on balls. Patterson takes first, and here is Josh Gibson. He's going to hit with a man on base. Got ones both at 11 and 66. Here's the pitch to Josh Gibson. 56 is a 34, and that is another strikeout. So Lefty Holmes strikes out the side. Did walk one. Go to the bottom of the first inning. No score with the Philadelphia Stars coming to bat. All right, Bertrand Hunter takes the mound for the Crawfords. And leading off for Pittsburgh is Jake Stevens, fast runner, shortstop of the Philadelphia Stars. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Harris, one down. Here's Jake Dunn. 5-6 is a 34, and the 34 is going to be a strikeout, as Bertrand Buffalo Hunter has a Y strikeout modifier on his card as well. 2 up and 2 down. That brings up Judd Wilson. There are 3 big-time power hitters in the Negro Leagues: Josh Gibson, Mule Suttles, who we saw a couple of games ago, and Judd Wilson. Here's the pitch to Judd Wilson. 6'1", is a 37, and that is a strike. 6'4" is a base on balls. So Hunter, like Holmes, retires the first 2 and then walks a batter. Philadelphia gets a base runner with 2 outs. Here's Chaney White. 4-1 is a rollout to the shortstop. 3 outs. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. All right, Lefty Holmes goes back to the mound. And my Philadelphia Stars was epicenter was made by Chris White. Curtis Popeye Harris steps into the box for the Crawfords to lead off the second inning. 3-3 roll for Harris. That's a hit column, second column roll. 63 is going to be a leadoff double by Harris. Crawfords have a man in scoring position right away for Judy Johnson. 6-5 is a pop-up on the infield unless it has a Y. It's got a W. Let's see, wait a minute. 65 is a 35. Yep, it's got a W modifier, so that's going to be a base on balls. Lefty Holmes has that W rating on his card. So nobody out, and Judy Johnson's at first base with Curtis Harris at second. Here is Oscar Charleston out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Runners on first and second. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. That's caught by Chaney White. 1 down. Chester Williams. 3-1 is a 9. Gets an A pitcher. That's going to be a ground ball to the pitcher Holmes, who throws to first. 2 outs. Runners advance 90 feet. Second and third. Now the pitcher, Bertrand Buffalo Hunter. Love the nicknames. In the 1930s. 1-2 is a ground out to second base, so the threat goes aside. No runs on 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Nothing. Apologize for hitting the camera. Mickey Casey will lead off the last of the second for the Philadelphia Stars. 4-4 roll is a base hit by Mickey Casey. He's a 250 hitter. Pete Washington, the batter. Casey is average on the base paths. There's a pitch to the center fielder for the Crawford for the Stars. 1-3 is a 14. It's a base on balls. So just like the Crawfords, the Philadelphia Stars get the first 2 hitters on. Here's Dewey Creasy. And the roll for Creasy is a 3-6. That is a 33. Infield pop-up. Taking charge is shortstop Chester Williams, and he puts it away 1 down. Non-productive out. Here's Dick Say. All field, no hit, 184 average in 1934. 5-5 roll, though. He draws a walk. Buffalo Hunter walking a 184 hitter. Sacks are full for the pitcher, Lefty Holmes, who is not a bad hitting pitcher. Okay, Lefty Holmes put a quarter in the merry-go-round. 6-5 is Let's see, 35, that's a swing and a miss, strike three. Strikeout, that's 2 outs, top of the order. And Jake Stevens, 264 hitter for the Stars. 4-4 roll is an 8. And that is a single through shortstop. The runners advance 2 bases. So that scores Casey, scores Washington, and Dick Say goes to third. 2 RBIs on this single by Jake Stevens, and the Philadelphia Stars, the Kings of the Hill, take a 2-0 lead. Here is Jake Dunn. First and third. There's 2 outs. Infield playing normal depth. 3-6 is a 14, another walk, and the inability to throw strikes here in the second inning for Bertrand Hunter has been his downfall. Bases loaded again. And here is the Stars' best hitter, Judd Boojum Wilson, 358 in 1934. Let's see if Wilson can put a quarter in the merry-go-round. 4-6 is a swing and a miss, strike three. There is a big strikeout there. 8 men come to the plate. 2-run score, and the bases are left loaded. We go to the top of the third. It is the Philadelphia Stars 2 and the 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords 0. All right. Judd Wilson's not going to have sweet dreams about that strikeout with the bases loaded tonight. Leading off for the Pittsburgh Crawfords, top of the order, and Cool Papa Bell, last of the third inning. Or rather, top of the third inning. 5-4 is a fly ball to right field. Jake Dunn is under it and makes the catch. Sam Bankhead. 6-2 is a ground out to third. Play made by Dewey Creasy and now Pat Patterson. 5-2 is a ground out to third. Rinse and repeat. Go to the bottom of the third. 2-0. Philadelphia Stars. Cheney White will lead off for the Philadelphia team. Bertrand Hunter goes into the line, and here's the pitch. Pop up behind home plate. And that is, it fell out to the catcher. Cheney White is 0 for 2 today. Here is Mickey Casey, singled and scored his first time up. 1-1 roll for Mickey Casey is a hit column roll. He gets one off the sweet spot, and it is going to be just a single. Cole Papa Bell retrieved that quickly, got it back in the infield, held Casey to one base hit. Looked like it was going to be a double. Pete Washington. One, 2 is a 25. That's going to be a 4-6-3 inning-ending double 4-5-3. No, wait a minute. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. The runs on one hit. Go to the top of the fourth. It's 2-0 Philadelphia Stars. Had some things I had to do this morning, so I'm doing this live at a later time of the day than I normally do. All right, Josh Gibson will lead off the top of the fourth for the Crawfords. 4-4 roll for Gibson. That's a hit column roll for Josh. Let's see how well he gets into this one. 51 is a triple for Josh Gibson. Brings a tie and run up to the plate, and Curtis Popeye Harris. And the Philadelphia Stars, they're going to play the infield back. Oh, that's a leaner. I'm going to re-roll that. 4-4 roll for Popeye Harris, and he gets a clean single, driving in Gibson. 2-1 Stars. There's Judy Johnson. Judy Johnson formerly played with the St. Louis Stars in their championship years. And there's a drive by Judy Johnson, Hall of Fame third baseman. 41 is a 6. And the runner on third, if he's fast, will score. That's Harris. Is he fast? He's not. Second and third, Pittsburgh Crawfords. Pittsburgh threatening to take the lead here. Got the go-ahead run in scoring position for Oscar Charleston. Infield still playing back. 1-1 roll for Charleston. Crawfords are really getting the dice rolls here. 55 is a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here a 3-run home run for Oscar Charleston. And just like that, the Pittsburgh Crawfords move out in front 4-2. 4 runs home in the inning, still nobody out. Here's Chester Williams. 1-4 is a fly out the left. Now there's an out. Catch made by Chaney White. Here's the pitcher, Buffalo Hunter. 5-3 is a swing and miss, strike 3, 2 outs. The Crawfords have hit for the cycle in this inning. We got Gibson with a triple, Johnson with a double, Harris with a single, and Charleston with the coup de draw, the home run that hits for the cycle. Home run coming last. 2 outs, Cool Papa Bell steps into the box. And 3-3 roll for Cool Papa. That's a hit column roll for him. 1-4 is a double. Cool Papa is, let's see, 1 for 3. Here's Sam Bankhead. 6-5 roll. That's a 35, and a W on the 35 is a base on balls. That's a problem there on Lefty Holmes' card. Beautiful card. A pitcher, XY strikeout, but that W is looming large here. Inning continues, and the Crawfords will now hit around in the inning as Pat Patterson comes to the plate for Pittsburgh. Pat Patterson also turns up on the Newark Eagles championship team in 1946. 4-6 is a 12. Runners on first and second. That is going to be a ground out, or that's a double. That's a walk. Base on balls there too. Not finding the strike zone is killing Lefty Holmes. He would have been out of the inning without that W. Bases loaded once again for guess who? Josh Gibson, who started this inning with a triple. 2-3 is going to end at 26. Is a infield pop-up, and taking charge is Dixie. He puts it away. The final out, but the Pittsburgh Crawfords score 4 runs on 5 hits, and they hit for the cycle. Last of the fourth, it's the Crawfords 4 and the Philadelphia Stars 2. We got a deep pitcher on the mound, so this game likely is not over yet. Bottom of the order for the Philadelphia Stars. It'll be Creasy, Say, and Lefty Holmes. 4-6 to Creasy as they fly out to right field. Caught by Sam Bankhead, 1 out. Dick Say walked his first time up. 5-3 is an 18. Fielding column 1. We're playing basic Kappa. That's an error on the shortstop, Chester Williams. Gets the tie and run to the plate in lefty Holmes. Once again, he is a decent hitting pitcher. 4-3 is the roll, and that's a comebacker back to Burton Hunter. Or Y. He's got the Y strikeout modifier, so he didn't hit the ball. That's a strikeout. 2 outs. That runner first scores. It's an unearned run. Jake Stevens comes to the bat. 6-3 is a fly out the right field. That ends the 4th inning. For the top of the 5th, it's 4-2. Pittsburgh Crawfords. All right, lefty Holmes hopes to regain his control when he comes back out here for the 5th inning. And he pitches to the middle of the Crawford's batting order. Let's see. Who goes up for the Crawfords? Gibson made the last out. So it's Harris, Johnson, and Charleston. It's 5, 6, and 7. Not exactly the middle. So here's the pitch to Curtis Harris. 1-5 is a 7, but I think that A is going to turn it into a out. It does not. It's a single to right field. Base hit for Curtis Harris. And he is swinging a hot bat. 2 singles and a double in this game. 3 for 3. Judy Johnson. 1-6 is a 28. Yeah, let's see what fielding column 1 does with it. That's a fielder's choice. 6-4. Harris is out at second base. Johnson's the base runner at first. That brings up Oscar Charleston, who completed that cycle in the 4th inning for the Crawfords with a home run. 5-1 is a 8. That's a ground out to first base. First baseman flips to the pitcher Holmes. Charleston's retired. Runner goes to second. Now there's 2 outs. Batter is Chet Williams. 1-3 is a 39. Runner caught stealing. I'm going to ignore that result. There's no way I'd be stealing third with 2 outs. 5-2 is a 27. It's a ground out to third. That ends the inning anyway. Bottom of the 5th, 4-2 Crawfords. Burton Buffalo Hunter has a 2-run cushion. He'll be facing Jake Dunn here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the offering from Hunter. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. And picked up by Patterson to throw to Charleston at first. 1 down. Here's Judd Wilson. Walking a strikeout today. 61 is a 37. Strike 1. And 6-5 is a pop out to the catcher. Josh Gibson with the catch. 2 outs. Channing White. 3-2 is a roll, and that is a ground out to second base. Top of the 6th is 4-2 Crawfords. And the pitcher will bat first. That's Hunter for Pittsburgh here on the top of the 6th inning. Pitch from Holmes to Hunter. 54 is a fly ball hit to right field. Jake Dunn is under it and puts it away. 1 down. Cool Papa Bell. 2-1 is a fly out to center field. 2 down. And now Sam Bankhead. It's a fly out to right field. So could be that Lefty Holmes is settling down here. Bottom of the sixth, 4-2 Stars. Well, I'm a little surprised that a deep pitcher has held the Philadelphia Stars to 2 runs. But there's still a lot of baseball to be played. Mickey Casey leads off the last of the 6th inning for the Stars. 6-1 is a ground ball to third base. Scooped by Judy Johnson, a long throw across. Casey's retired. Brings up the center fielder, Pete Washington. 6-5 is a pop up to the catcher. 2 down. And now Dewey Creasy. 4-1 is a ground out to shortstop. 3 up and 3 down. And Bertrand Under, he's retired. 3, 6, 9, 11. 10 of the last 11 hitters. Top of the 7th we go. 4-2. Crawfords. All right, 7th inning will be the point of fatigue inning, and 3 bad things happen to Lefty Holmes. You'll become tired, and Pat Patterson leads off for the Pittsburgh Crawfords. They got a 2-run lead. 1-1 roll for Pat Patterson. 4-1 is just a single, though. That's a 7. Good hitter. I think he hit about 360 for the Newark Eagles in 46. Here's Josh Gibson. 1-1 roll for Gibson. That's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A 2-run home run for Josh Gibson that gives the Crawfords some breathing room. Gibson has homered, tripled, and struck out in this game. 6-2, Pittsburgh. Lefty Holmes is now tired. Let's see what we got going in the bullpen. Both their bullpen guys pitched in the game yesterday. And so see, Cockrell went 1 inning, 2/3 actually, and Carter only 1. They're okay. New pitcher for the Philadelphia Stars is going to be Phil Cockrell. I'll put the bench back in the envelope. Cool envelopes made by Chris White, 1934 Philadelphia Stars, with their logo on it. All right, Popeye Harris comes up. New pitcher is, let's see, Phil Cockrell. Harris is a right-handed hitter, so Cockrell is going to be a grade B pitcher for 1 batter only with a W modifier. 1-4 is a fly out to left field, 1 down. Cockrell goes back to his normal C grade. There's Judy Johnson. 3-6 is a 33. He does not have a Y strikeout modifier. That's a pop-up on the infield. Caught by the shortstop, Jake Stevens. 2 away following the 2-run bomb by Josh Gibson. Gibson and Charleston both have homered in this game. 62 is a 22. And that's a ground out to first base, pitch recovering. 2 runs on 2 hits. Bottom of the 7th, it's 6-2. Pittsburgh Crawfords. All right, for Hunter, this will be the point of fatigue inning for him. Dick Say will lead off for the Philadelphia Stars. 6-4 is a ground out to third base. And since Say didn't get on, we're going to go ahead and let Phil Cockrell swing the bat. Looks like he's a very good hitter. Look at all these 7s. 2 and 2 on the corners. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Wow. You could look up. I didn't look up ahead of the game time. They're 1934. Well, they don't 34 Stars batting average. The stats are on this card set, but not the hitting stats on the pitchers. But you can find Cockrell's batting average on seamheads.com. Just a pitch to Phil Cockrell. 1-2 is a ground out to second. 2 up, 2 down. And top of the order, Jake Stevens rolls a 3-2, and that's a ground out to the second baseman, Pat Patterson. 3 outs, 3 ground outs. Top of the 8th, 6-2 Stars. All right, an easy inning for Bertrand Hunter. He is as fresh as a daisy, no marks against his fatigue. Cockrell is a rated starting pitcher, so we're not going to be worried about his fatigue point either. Chester Williams, at one time he was the shortstop for the Kansas City Monarchs. 3-1 is a 9 against a C pitcher that C's going to turn that into a pop out to third base. 1 down. Here's the pitcher, Bertrand Hunter. 1-4 is a fly out the left field, 2 outs. And here's cool Papa Bell. 3-2 is a ground out to second baseman, Dick Say. So an easy inning for Phil Cockrell. In relief, we go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-2, Pittsburgh. All right, due to bat for the Philadelphia Stars, 2, 3, and 4. This is an important inning for the Stars. They're down by 4 runs, and they've got Bankhead, Patterson, and Josh Gisman coming to bat. 3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll for Jake Dunn. And 4-5 is a leadoff double for Dunn. He's 1 for 3. And maybe the Stars aren't done. Judd Wilson. That counts as 1 mark against Hunter's fatigue. If he scores, that'll be another one. If a hit scores him, that will be it for his fatigue rating. 5-2 is a 27 with a runner on second base, fielding column 1. That's a Y. That's a strikeout, caught looking. Judd Wilson's had a tough day, 2 strikeouts, 0 for 3. Cheney White comes to bat with 1 out. 3-1 is a 9 that's going to be a hit. Single through shortstop, and Jake Dunn will score. Seven to 2. And that's it for Buffalo Hunter. But he can't go get any worse than D. Oh, wait a minute, 6-2. Excuse me, 6-3. Give that to the wrong team. So that will do it for Bertrand Hunter. He pitches 7 1/3 innings. And he gives up 3 runs. At least. He's responsible for the guy on first. Let's see what the Crawfords have by way of the bullpen. Negro League teams were not very deep. Lefty Harvey, grade D. Harry Kincannon, grade D. Harvey's a DZ. So we'll bring him in. Lefty Harvey out of Clarksdale, Mississippi. Harvey is a DZ pitcher. Okay, Cheney White is at first. Here is catcher Mickey Casey. 1 down, 1 on. Pitch from Harvey is a 2-5. That is a 9. That's a base hit. We're on first. Infield single. White goes to second, and the catcher, Mickey Harvey, beats out an infield grounder. Here's Pete Washington. He represents the potential tying run. Here's the pitch to Washington. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs, and it's going to be up to Dewey Creasy to get the runners home, and they're toward the bottom of the order. This is an important at bat. 1-4 is not going to get it done. Fly ball hit to left field, and Curtis Harris is under it. He makes the catch. 1 run on 3 hits. We go to the top of the 9th. 6-3, Crawfords. All right, Phil Cockrell will return to the mound for the Stars. And Sam Bankhead will lead off the 9th for the Pittsburgh Crawfords. 6-3 roll is a fly ball to left, a fly out. 1 out. Pat Patterson, 1 for 2. He's also reached twice on walks, and that is hit on the ground to the second baseman, Dick Say. Throw to Charleston first. Throw to Charleston, not Charleston. Wilson at first. 2 outs. Got to do that. Got to get somebody up off the bench to make a defensive play every game and make that mistake. Okay, here's Josh Gibson. He is 2 for 3 with a triple and a 2-run homer in the game. 2-2 roll to Gibson. That's a hit call roll. He's going to mash into another one. 64 is a double for Josh Gibson. You'd have a really good shot at cycling this game if he could get one more at bat. Here's Curtis Harris. That's a 1-5, and that is a 7. That's a base hit for Curtis Harris, and that scores Josh Gibson. Important run. Now it's 7-3 Stars. R2 gone. Judy Johnson, the batter. 1-3 is a base on balls. Tough sledding here for Phil Cockrell. Here is Oscar Charleston. His statue is at the Negro Leagues Hall of Fame Museum in Kansas City in center field, where all the superstars of the Negro Leagues are depicted on a diamond. Here's the pitch to Oscar Charleston. 6-2 was the roll, and that is a 22. Fielding column 1, that's a balk. All right, Cockrell definitely bothered in this inning. Balks the runners ahead, 90 more feet, second and third. And now the pitch to Oscar. 21 is going to be a fly out the left to end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits. Bottom of the 9th, it's 7-3, Pittsburgh Crawfords. Okay, David Harvey's going to stay in this game, try to finish it. He's got a 4-run cushion. And the bottom of the order, remember it's 8, 9, and then 1. Dick Say steps into the box for the Philadelphia Stars. 3-2 is a ground ball to second base. Pat Patterson scoops and throws to Charleston at first. 1 down, 2 to go for the Crawfords to become the new Kings of the Hills. 6-1 is a base hit by Phil Cockrell. And no point, as we showed earlier, he's got 7s all over the card, so no reason to pitch hit for him. Jake Stevens with a runner at first. David Harvey peers in. He gets a sign. Here's the stretch. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. 2-5 is a base hit by Jake Stevens. Infield single for Stevens. He's 2 for 5. First and second, Philadelphia. Looking to extend their lead. That brings up Jake Dunn. 3-4 is a fly ball to center field. Runners hold. 2 outs, and here's Judd Wilson. Ooh, I thought that was going to be a 1-1. It's a 1-4, and that's a fly out to left field. That's the ball game. Final score, the Pittsburgh Crawfords become the new Kings of the Hill by a score of 7-3. 7 runs on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits. Clean ball game. Well, no, there was one error. One error by the Crawfords. Philadelphia Stars have 3 runs on 3, 6, 8 hits. And they did not commit any errors. Home runs in the game by Oscar Charleston, a 3-run homer in the 4th, and a 2-run bomb by Josh Gibson in the 7th inning was the difference in this game. Losing pitcher is Bertrand Buffalo, or wait a minute, the winning pitcher is Bertrand Buffalo Hunter. 7 1/3 innings, gives up 3 runs. Lefty Holmes takes the loss. And I think that's going to be a wrap for today. We played the 35 Cubs, now the 35 Crawfords. They are the Kings of the Hill now. Next game will be going to the number 1 spot on the pitching rotation. And the Pittsburgh Crawfords, Appesett has a pretty good pitcher there. That's Satchel Paige, who did not actually pitch in the league with the 35 Cardinals. We talked about that on the channel before. He pitched in North Dakota because he got twice as much money out of that car dealer, and I think his name is Church, in North Dakota. And if the Pittsburgh Crawfords, though, were playing white teams, which in this project they're playing white teams, he absolutely would have pitched for the Crawfords because I'm sure he would want to compete with them. So Crawford will be the next pitcher. It's too bad the Philadelphia Stars didn't get the Slim Jones. He is probably the only A-B starting pitcher I've got in my upper class C teams. Might be one other. Not sure what Denny McLean is. I think he's an AC in APA. He's an AB pitcher, but with that 1.24 ERA, but he's not going to get a chance here as the Stars are eliminated. Well, I hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless. Crawford's new Kings of the Hill.